Hello, hello. All right, Cancerians. So first off, shout out to Seymour Love. You specifically wrote in the comments, "Can we get a Cancerian video soon?" And I was like, "Yes, we'll pop you guys in tonight." Also, just FYI, you guys, tomorrow is the 4th. I'm going to be putting out an all signs video, or rather, I should say, I'll be doing a clip for every single zodiac, and that is going to be in honor of the full moon that is coming up on the 5th. So keep your eyes open for that. That'll come out tomorrow. But in the meantime, Cancerians, let's go ahead, and this is the question I've been asking for this one. About once a quarter, I go ahead and I do a video where I say, what is it that is making our character so attractive right now? Really what I'm asking is like, what energy shift has there been? What are the traits that are standing out? What's the personal power that it might be more abundant and more visible to those around them right now? And so that is what we are going to ask right now. So what is making the Cancerian attractive at this moment in time? And we've got a Knight of Swords. So first off, Cancerian is coming across as someone who makes pretty swift decisions. They may be fast moving in general. They may be someone who slices through confusion. Hey, Rach, good to see you, darling. Cancerian could be somebody who slices through confusion. They take rapid action. They don't waste time. They could be very like they could have really awesome sharp wit right now as well, or they've got a real like a snarky sense of humor, but they got those good one liners and that clap back, but I would say it's also, you notice she's in kind of what looks like a martial arts positioning here. Someone literally could be like physically at quite a peak right now. They could be, if they've been training for something, maybe they're shaving seconds off of their fastest time ever. They're getting some personal best in their abilities right now. So they're just kind of, they're living life at a faster pace maybe than those around them. Their mind is a little faster, their body's a little faster, and that, it's amazing to see somebody who's kind of like, they've got that sharp wit, they've got that instant comeback, they've got that instant recall. I feel like amongst peers, Cancerian might be really standing out right about now, and that's very attractive. And then the next card is exact opposite. It's the Knight of Pentacles. So now we have slowing the energy down, taking time to savor everything. So we have somebody who's like living life in the fast lane, but then they make time for like sitting down to have a really good meal, leaving themselves 10 minutes a day to just clear their mind or sit in the sauna or meditate or write down their thoughts. Like they make life look easy to other people's eyes, even though this is anything but easy. I feel like this Cancerian, they are working their buns off right now in a lot of different ways, but they always, I feel like it's somebody who's got really good strategy for how they use their time. And I think that allows them to get a lot more done than most people. So they can work really on a lot of things and work rapidly, but they always give the appearance of like they have time for everything. Oh, I can schedule that in. Sure. That'll only take this amount of time. Oh, I got that done yesterday. It's like they're really great with making sure that things get done rapidly, so then that allows them to have that downtime. I feel like this Cancerian is like a master of time management. And then we have the Hermit. It does keep feeling like our Cancerian is creating a space for themselves to maybe go on a short like mini vacation, take a seminar, go on a retreat. I mean, they could be wanting to really focus on yoga or something, energy related. This could be someone who's, maybe they get up at dawn and they sit in that first rays of sunlight and they practice some kind of ancient like ritual. I feel like this is a person who is, they're very, how do I say it? They're very productive, but instead of coming across as somebody who's like loud and aggressive and it's like, this is what we're going to do, come on team, I don't think that this Cancerian is that like hyped up energy. They get a ton done, but they're actually really like mastering calm right now, and that is very attractive. Basically, maybe this person has used how, or excuse me, has learned how to use like in martial arts, when it's kind of all about like using your opponent's momentum against them. I feel like that's kind of what we have going on with this Cancerian. We have the star card for them, and we also have the Three of Cups. So the other things that is making this Cancerian so attractive to others right now is they literally are making their dreams come true. This is somebody who has like I almost feel like this is a Cancerian who's made some kind of like major progress in their life toward living their dream life. And that could be something simple. It's like, I wanted a yellow kitchen. Guess what? I'm living in a place with a yellow kitchen because I found time to paint it bright, bright yellow. It's really beautiful. I just love it. My friends are coming over this weekend. They're going to see it. We're going to have this awesome, cook off in the yellow kitchen. It could be little things. It doesn't always have to be like, oh, I wanted to move to a foreign country and, open whatever, a bake shop or something. It doesn't have to be something that big. It could be. But I would say that this is more like everyone whose life our Cancerian touches, they kind of are impressing people right now with the fact that they have a calm, a peace, and a productivity and a track record of tremendous success, is what I would say. And then this interaction that they're having with others, that alone is making them attractive. If Cancer is going out and like, having a guys party, a girls night out, whatever it may be, they might be drawing a lot of eyes. It's like Cancerian and their friends or their family are having a great time, but they particularly are radiating energy. I want to say that it was Libra who had a message a little bit like this, where it was like the aura of our character is making them so attractive. Like even in a crowd of people or a group setting, that Cancerian is the one who's turning heads. There's something about like their joy that they're exuding right now. So it's an interesting blend because we have action, we have calm, and then we have power being radiated off of our Cancerian. No wonder they're being seen as very attractive right now. Hey, Colt, Tyler, Jeffrey, so good to see you guys. You guys are awesome. All right, so we also have the Hierophant, the Devil, and the Strength in the reverse. All right, so I have to say this. Our Cancerian is not a goody two shoes. They have their own little let's put it this way. Maybe they have a bit of a past. Maybe they have had some wild days. That's behind them. They keep the devil pressed down, right? But our person, let me put it this way. If our Cancerian has been someone who's very like evolved spiritually, they're a non-traditional version of a spiritual person. They may perform all kinds of amazing, practices of, different forms of spiritualism, but they're also still very much a human being. They're very connected to the human life. They're very connected to human, wants, needs, desires, passions, tendency toward excess, all the things that all human beings are made of. They're not just someone who is like, I'm now walking this, evolved path, and thus my feet barely touch the ground anymore because I'm so far above every mortal. That is not this Cancerian. This Cancerian is like, you know what? Life is this big, beautiful thing. I am very, I feel very empowered being here. I feel like this is a sacred journey, but at the same time, yeah, I got a little mischief in me. Yeah, I haven't always been perfect. And from time to time, I may still have just a little bit of a I feel like this is that person who let's use a classical example, like the librarian who's very quiet and prim and proper, but then they take pole dancing at night, and they're a welder in the afternoons on their Saturdays off, and they ride a Harley on Sundays. It's like we could have somebody who's got just like kind of a, I'm not going to say like a double life or anything like that, but it's just they they're like, there's lots of things to enjoy in this world, and I'm not perfect. Oh well, doesn't mean that I'm not still on a really profound spiritual path. So no wonder this kind of stuff is making this Cancerian so attractive, because they're human and they're spiritual. They're a little salty and they're a little sweet. They're just kind of If anything, I would say that there may be a person who is not feeling very courageous that is drawing courage and power, and maybe even watching the way the Cancerian lives their life with grace and with humbleness and with. I feel like this Cancerian is like basically just a good person, but they're also very human. They've made their mistakes. Sometimes they still indulge in stuff that isn't so great for them, and they're like, screw it. So sue me. I'm a human. There's lots of wonderful things to do on this planet that are not necessarily the most healthy for us, or you know this person is just they're not perfect, but they weren't trying to be. They just are trying to be, a decent version of themselves and keep learning. Someone might be watching them though. This could be somebody who's had a lot of fear in their life, and they're seeing the way that this Cancerian walks through this world, and it's the authenticity might be very attractive, and it might be giving someone who's kind of fearful some strength. It could be a Leo. It could be someone who kind of lost their way for just a little bit, and they are seeing Cancerian as a bit of a guiding light in the dark. Let me look at that Leo energy, that strength card. We got a Queen of Swords. It's definitely somebody who wants to transform. You see the butterflies all around her. You notice she's a belly dancer, a snake charmer. This could be someone who they want the courage to not care what people think of them, much the way the Cancerian seems to live their life according to their own plan, and they glow because of it, and they don't make apologies for who they are, and they do their best, and the only person that they answer to is kind of themselves. And I think that this Cancerian is inspiring another person who wants to have the same courage. Maybe they want to become a belly dancer, or they, want to take pole dancing with that librarian that we were just describing. Whatever it is, they want to transform something. They want to have better boundaries so that they can do the things that are right for them without worrying about how the rest of the world views them. And Cancerian might be the person who's like leading the charge in that. Cancerian may not be trying to, but whoever this is, they find Cancerians, the way they live, very attractive. Page of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, and the Moon. It's interesting because I don't think Cancerian has any idea that this person is watching them. I almost think that this person, there's a bit of like, imitation is a form of flattery, right? And that's kind of what I feel like this is equating to. This person watches, and this person wants to learn to be a little bit more like Cancerian, and is working on changing some things, or developing some of the things that they've witnessed Cancerian doing, but they're kind of keeping it under wraps. I feel like they don't quite have the courage to let the Cancerian yet know just how impactful they've been in their lives. This could be actually a divine masculine, who is working on becoming a more powerful and potent version of themselves. I feel like this is a funny blend because it's a little bit of like a hero worship, and then it could cross over into like they're really inspired by the Cancerian. They're quietly using the lessons that they see from the Cancerian to better themselves. Because they want to match that energy vibe. And it could be with the intent to have romance a little bit later. But I feel like Cancerian is really, unbeknownst to them, they may be, anyone who shines really brightly is going to be seen, right? And I just feel like Cancerian doesn't know what kind of an impact they may be having on others around them in such a positive way. That's a really sweet message on that one. All right, you guys, I'm going to leave that there. As I always say, thank you for hanging out with me. If you do enjoy my fictional storytelling, please do give it a thumbs up. Please do subscribe. Lets me know that you enjoy the channel and want me to keep doing it. And if you guys want me to do 2 videos for you each week, just let me know in the comment section. Otherwise, I just do one for you guys until I see if there's more interaction and that you guys enjoy it. So I kind of let the audience decide. And that's kind of what I've shifted to for, there's just a couple of zodiacs that I don't really have a lot of watchers for. So I just let you guys decide. If you want 2 per week, you can let me know. And then if I get enough feedback, I'll do 2 per week. Otherwise, I'll just do the one for you guys. Okay. So that way I'm not like throwing too much out there. You guys, thank you everybody for being here. You're so awesome. Cool. Have a beautiful evening, my dear. Homesick for Hills. Hi, honey. I didn't see you out there. Yes, I know. Rach, I thought of the exact same thing. I totally did. Yeah. Was it her name Alex in that? Yeah. Sabrina the Lovers. Hello. Hey, Leslie. Oh, thank you, honey. Home, you sweetheart. I appreciate you so much. Wise Oracle of the Light, thank you for the hearts. Cold, I am delighted also. It's always good to touch base with you. Seymour Love. Yeah, darling, I give you a shout out at the beginning. This one was because you specifically said, can we get another Cancerian? And I was like, yes, we will squeeze that one in tonight. So thank you. Thank you very much. It was awesome to hear that you were interested. And then don't forget, I will be doing the full moon video tomorrow. I always do mine kind of like a day before the full moon. That's just kind of the way I like to do it on my channel. And so I will be doing like a just a full moon read for every single zodiac, but I'll do it in one big setting instead of like every single in a separate video. It'll just kind of flow a little bit smoother. So look for that tomorrow night. Mwah. Bye, you guys. Thanks again for being here. Bye for now.